Welcome to my curly hair routine. In this video, I will be explaining how I achieve a super defined look that will last me sometimes 7 or more days. This is 7th day hair right here. And yeah, I'll also be including some other things like my hair journey and other various hairstyles I do. I wash my hair ideally once a week. Sometimes it ends up stretching out to 2, but I have places to go and people to see, so I do need to redo my hair about once a week. So first I finger detangle my hair with this conditioner here. It has so much slip, and I'll talk about my curly girl modified method after, but that conditioner, I believe I read somewhere that it has water-soluble silicones. Next, I shampoo my scalp with the Wee Dad Clean and Gentle shampoo. I love this shampoo because it has sulfates, but it does not leave my hair feeling stripped. Takes out all the product buildup that I placed on it the week before. Ooh, child. Every curly girl knows the key to a juicy wash and go is your deep conditioner. This is my all-time favorite. It literally leaves your hair like butter, so smooth, so soft. All the ingredients are amazing, and I love how thick it is and creamy without being too heavy. It's beautiful. But I can't find that big tub anywhere in Toronto, so my alternative is the Kinky Curly deep conditioner. This also has your hair feeling very smooth. It's just my runner-up. Next step to a juicy wash and go is a steamer. I said it. When I use my steamer, my curls don't know how to act. They be popping all over the place, man. But this steamer is amazing, and you can also use it for face masks as well too. I just advise you to use heat. It's just the best thing for your curls when it comes to your deep conditioner. But if you are strapped for time, like myself sometimes, you can actually deep condition overnight with a plastic cap or bag. Today, this one is brought to you by Shoppers Drug Mart. When I deep condition overnight, I put my hair into 6 Bantu knots with the conditioner left in. So if you're wondering why my curls look a little bit loose here, it's because they're stretched because of the knots. Before I rinse this out, I'm just showing you some of the clips that I'm about to use and also my favorite leave-in conditioners. This is the Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in. It's the GOAT. Like, it is so moisturizing and it defines my curls so well before I start styling with gel. And in the winter months, I actually like to use this Curls Blueberry something leave-in. It's a reparative leave-in. It's so good for my damaged curls that used to be bleached. Two of my pet peeves in this world is water dripping down my back and when I'm like really cold. So I felt kind of uncomfortable here, and especially when that happened. Usually for wash and goes, I will go for a middle part. So before I start my leave-in, I part my hair. I don't really care for a perfect part. It's not that deep to me. And essentially, I just rake in that leave-in conditioner. I also really like this reparative leave-in because it gives me definition, but it gives me a very soft look to my wash and goes. And recently, I've been liking that. I don't really like the crunchy, crispy look sometimes. I mean, like, that provides hold, but doesn't give me the ideal look. Now on to the fun part, the styling. Every girl needs a good water bottle, and this spritzer from Sally's is the best. Next, I have my gel of choice, the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. It's just amazing. It styles my curls for days on end, and is so moisturizing and has amazing properties for your hair. Like, it's the best gel on the market, in my opinion. Now for styling my hair, I work in 4 sections and then subsections from that. So essentially I'm just going to start at the nape of my neck and maybe have like an 1.5 inch section tucked away here. Then we're gonna take our water bottle and we're gonna spritz all sides of our hair, especially the ends. The ends of your hair is where you're going to want the most definition. Then I'm going to rake that water through and then also work in that leave-in conditioner that we put in. We're gonna take our favorite gel of choice. I'm gonna take about a quarter amount or so, and then we're gonna lay our roots. This is so vital so that we have hair that doesn't poof up at the roots and it just has more movement throughout the week. Then we're gonna take some more gel and smooth that through our hair using the praying hands method. You can see I look like I'm praying as I smooth down the lengths. Then after that I rake through with my fingers. Then I shingle the hair, which is essentially smoothing separate curls at a time. Then after that, I scrunch my curls so that they don't hang too long and flat and look like ramen noodles. And after you finish a section, feel free to go back in and spritz any frizzy areas and re-smooth or re-rake as you need. So I'm going to explain that for you one more time. We're going to take about an 1.5 inch section, clip that away. We're going to spray all sides of the section. Then we're going to rake that water and leave-in conditioner through. We're going to lay our roots with the gel. Make sure you get all angles and sides of your roots. Then we're going to smooth the gel through the lengths of our hair using the praying hands method. Then after that, we're going to rake through our hair. Then we're going to shingle and smooth. Here I'm actually shingling multiple strands of curls at the same time, but if it's one of your first time shingling, in order to reduce frizz, then only shingle maybe a few strands at a time. My hair is just so used to a routine and repetition that it smooths really quickly. Then we're going to scrunch the hair so the curls bounce back up and don't hang too long. Essentially for my wash and goes, I spritz my hair with water, lay my roots, smooth that water through, rake, shingle, and then scrunch and repeat. And you're probably wondering, why do you do the most? And to be honest, if you want a super defined 7+ day wash and go, this is essentially what you have to do, or at least what works for me, and maybe you should try it out. You want to see if you can get similar results? I've been using this technique for about the last 5 years and it's worked for me. I love it. Now on to my hair journey. So a bit of a trip down memory lane. I have been natural my entire life. I've never had a relaxer, but during high school as a teen, I killed my curls by straightening my hair all the time. I would essentially wash, blow dry my hair every time. I actually never knew I had curls, which is crazy. Not until I reached university, where you see here I started doing more twist outs. I still would straighten my hair occasionally, but I wouldn't depend on heat as much. Then come 2015, I started to experiment with blonde highlights. And the highlights started off as a few and started getting more and more, and I was all blonde pretty much before I knew it. And I won't lie, being blonde was so much fun, but it killed my curls. The one tip I can give you, do your protein treatments, girls. Like, it's fun, but it's not fun when your hair is brittle and breaking all the time. You'll see here I blunt cutted my hair because my ends were so bad. Plus I like the style. Then come 2018, we go back to black. Here it is. I was essentially tired of my hair being so damaged and I just wanted a change. I love my dark hair. I think at the end of the day, I won't go blonde again, but there is another color I have up my sleeve. So a bit about my hair now. My curl pattern is 3C/4A, and my hairstylist has confirmed this. I'm a bit more 3C at the moment just because of the damage that blonde has done to me. My hair porosity I would say is normal. It does not take much for my hair to absorb moisture. It also takes color really, really well. I was able to go really blonde. And for thickness, I would say my hair is pretty thick. Each individual strand looks very dark and very wide, if that makes sense. And then for hair density, I have a lot of strands all over my head in general. I wouldn't say I have the thickest and the most dense hair, but it's pretty thick. My hair color is currently jet black. I get my hair dyed at a hair salon professionally every 3 to 4 months. And my hair is cut into layers, into a heart shape. And the salon I go to is called the Curl Ambassadors, specifically in Ontario. Yes, I go to the one in Pickering. I would consider myself like a modified curly girl. I know the official curly girls will avoid sulfates and silicones where they can, but I personally see the benefits of using them. I think your hair should be clarified every week to 2 weeks just to start off fresh. And I use silicones that are water soluble, like the conditioner I spoke about in the beginning of this video. The silicones in my conditioner just really help detangle my hair and give me a lot of slip and less breakage. Whereas if I use something without it, most of the conditioners, they don't have that slip. I'm sorry. And then I do use silicones when I straighten my hair to help protect it from heat. So now that we have finally finished the entire back part of our hair, it is time for the front. There's really nothing different that I do to the front of my hair. Just make sure you pay attention to laying your roots really well and defining everything as you can. Essentially, the front of your hair people see the most often, especially yourself. So I personally would like it to be perfect. All right, so a few other tips. When you spot frizz, do not be shy to fix it or it'll stay frizzy after you dry it. Spray it with some more water and smooth some more gel. You also want to make sure you remove any nail polish from your fingernails just because you don't want anything to snag in your hair and cause breakage. And the one thing to remember is make a pamper day out of your hair routine. Have fun, put on your favorite playlist, take your selfies, do your little Snapchat filters or whatever, and enjoy it because the process gets extremely tiring. And I know it sounds obvious, but if you're doing this every single week or every 2 weeks, you want it to be fun. You really do. Also, having a routine is key. Your hair will listen and respond best to repetition. So the more you do your wash and goes, the more defined and the way you want it, it'll come out. Your hair will shingle a lot easier, and it'll just take a few months to do so, more than just a few tries. So I remember having my ugly wash and go phase for like a year, if not 2, before I started getting it the way I wanted. And my last tip is it will get tiring, but just keep on swimming. Do not give up. It feels so good when you finally finish styling your hair. And here I'm just like looking it over and making sure nothing is too frizzy and just having the biggest sigh of relief. Like, I just feel so good after I've spent like about an hour doing this. So let me just bask in it for a bit. It's time to blow dry. Now, I use a Dyson blow dryer. Reason being, I don't have 24 hours to wait for my hair to dry. I use it with the diffuser attachment that it comes with. And, before we start this, it's really important. I get my headphones out because, again, I want to be entertained. But yeah, so the Dyson blow dryer, it's pretty simple to use. It has a heat setting, which I'm pointing to right now. It has 3 of them. I actually keep it on the first heat setting because it gets way too hot, and then that's the blow dry power setting, the speed. I keep it on the first one for both of them. And essentially, I just blow dry my hair. I diffuse it. There's really nothing special to it. But I just want to say, if you are thinking of investing into a Dyson, I say yes and no. I think if you have really thick hair and it takes a long time for your hair to dry, do it up. And you just recognize that time is money, okay? We don't have time to waste, so do it. But if your hair is not that thick or not that long, I don't think you should bother. But yeah, essentially when I'm diffusing, I want to make sure that each side is leveled. So this is me trying to make sure that I diffuse the back part of my hair really well because it's looser. Then eventually I take off the diffuser and then just blast my roots just so it's a lot faster. I find the diffuser head has really small holes on this. It still dries my hair really fast though. Honestly, this Dyson dries it in like 15 to 20 minutes, whereas other dryers will take me like 40 to 45. Now that we're done goofing around, this is the final product. It's first day hair and it's shrunken and it's stiff and it's not flowing. But essentially after I pineapple it the night before, I'll either do a hair flip or half up, half down. Now here comes second day hair, and while she's still flat, she is now stretched and has a bit more movement to her. I actually don't mind second day hair, but my favorite is third day. No, I lied, fifth day, yeah. Here I'm just showing you that I usually do a middle part, but a middle part helps a lot with doing side flips. You kind of melt the part away and it works. Time for my nighttime routine. Essentially, I just do a modified pineapple. So I grab 2 hair ties and my bonnet, and I tie up half of my hair with an elastic. And I pretty much bun it so I can stretch out the front of my hair for a bit. I will do the same thing to the back of my hair. Essentially, my hair is too short to put into an entire pineapple. I will just end up stretching out way too many of my curls. Often I'll leave out the sides of my hair like I've shown here, just so the sides don't get too outstretched. Then I simply place my bonnet on, and it may not be the cutest look, but that's life. You just hope and pray that in the morning it turns out well. This is third day here. You start to see a little bit more volume, but we still have quite a bit of definition. This is where I start to love my hair a little bit more. Like, it's not so like stuck to my head. Fourth day hair, here we go. Now, I had to keep it all the way real with you guys. Fifth day, I did not use my bonnet. And I just had to keep it real because that's the reality of a natural. We don't always keep things perfect. And yeah, it happened the 6th day as well too. So here is the 7th day and we are looking great. I have to toot my own horn. Like, this is so good. I really took my time on this wash and go for you guys, and I need to just do this for myself a bit more. We have movement, we have volume, we have definition. This is my perfect wash and go. This is my morning routine. I pretty much just take off my bonnet, take out the hair ties, and shake everything down. But the hair can look a little bit crazy, so sometimes it needs a little bit of help. And I use my bucket hat technique. Whenever I take a bucket hat and lay it down on my head, it just helps bring everything together, as you can see here. I also want to share a few products I use and hairstyles I do. This is the Chi Silk Infusion hair serum. I don't only use this for my straight hair, but I use this on first day hair when I want to soften up the gel. It also smells so fresh and light and leaves my curls really nice. I'm about to put you on the best edge control. It is called She Is Bomb, and this thing is amazing for my slick buns. You just have to try it. It holds my edges in place for like days on end. It's so good. And it smells like Skittles, I think. The Blueberry Bliss Control Paste by Curls is so good for like when I do my top knot buns. It smells amazing, and I also use it for the little sideburn curls. It holds them really well. And also for like my bangs as well if I do them. Ooh, I almost forgot this. This is my holy grail for my twist outs, the Camille Rose Naturals Almond Jai butter, twisting butter. I can't believe I remembered the name. It smells like cake and it's the best. I also briefly forgot to mention I like the Wetline Extreme Gel for my buns. It's amazing. But here I'm just putting my hair half up, half down because I feel like my wash and go is misshapen. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this curly hair routine. If you have any more questions for me, leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you click my big head to subscribe and watch these other videos you may have missed. Love you so much. Take care.